Hey guys, it's Mark. I'm from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Currently I got a lot of spider projects going on. I've been in the hobby for about 4 years now. I'm a little new to the boards, but I'm trying to get my name out there. I just wanted to introduce some of my spiders. I'm limited on space right now, but I'll be moving out shortly and I'll have my own tea room. Right now this is the Amazon in the closet, as you can see. I've made all these tanks. Some of them have their own underground viewing systems for the fossorial species, or terrestrial for those like the T. blondi, the T. sturmies. I have a few breeding projects going on. I will even try to breed tonight. Not sure if it'll be successful as far as an insertion goes, but I mean, best of luck to that. Got my own roach colony. I think I'm going to start splitting that up so that I can get a double going. I'll show you how much. I've been growing these guys for about a year or so. I think they're ready for more space, so I'm going to be having it up once I move out here in the next week. And then eventually I'll be putting those for sale as well. Alright you guys, I just want to introduce a couple in my collection. This one's I've had for about, I'd say almost 5 months. She's very small, about probably the size of a quarter when I got her. I've been power feeding them. This is a female Theraphosa blondi, confirmed. As you can see, the hairs on the patella. I don't think she likes the light very much, but she's been eating like a boss. I'll be getting that on film, showing some attacks as far as the roaches go. Next up, we have the second female I have, Theraphosa blondi. As you can see, the abdomen is real dark down there, if you can see that. She's about to molt for me. She will exceed the previous one you just saw. She's only 1 molt behind, but she eats way more. Very impressive specimen. Alright, this is the Theraphosa male that I have. She's a few molts behind the other two, but I feel like he'll end up catching up pretty soon. He also has been eating like a boss. We'll get some of those attacks also. Alright, the green bottle blue is next. This is one of my favorites. I believe she's a female. The last molt was hard to tell. The abdomen was pretty shredded, but looks like she might molt again soon. I will be transferring her into a new home. As you can see, she's outgrowing this, clearly. Very beautiful. With one of the arboreal species that I have, Poecilotheria striata. This is one of my females. She's molted for me, I think twice since I've had her. I'm going to try to feed her. Not so sure if she'll eat. Normally likes to stalk it on her own, but we'll see what happens. She might not go for it. Generally when I have all the lights off is when everyone's so active, of course. This is the Cameroon brown that I have. I've had her since she was a little baby. I'm going to transport her pretty soon into a new enclosure. I think she's about ready for it. She has been burrowing like crazy, and every time I feed her, she normally eats. Going back into hiding. Alright. Looking straight at us. Here we have my Theraphosa sturmy. I've had her for about 2 years. She's one of my largest specimens. Last time she molted, I don't know if you'll be able to see. If I can find my flashlight. Oh, you got it. She has a marking on her carapace, and that was calcium buildup. I went on vacation during Christmas and I fed her 2 mice, and you know, as you know, calcium buildup is definitely a major factor as far as molting goes, and she developed one during her last molt sequence. And when I got home and discovered that she molted, she was bleeding profusely out of her carapace every time she moved. So I took her, put her in ICU. I actually used new skin to cover it up, dried it, applied one more layer, and I saved her. She stopped bleeding within the next day. But I was actually very concerned that she might end up just bleeding once again next molt, because the fact that the new skin perhaps could have dried right on top of the old exoskeleton, fusing both the new and the old. And this last molt was actually successful. It looks like it healed right up. She had no problem exiting, and I'll show you her molt as well. Her molt is right here. As you can see, this is the location where she had the calcium buildup from the molt previous to this one, and all this extra shiny dry coat there. That is where I applied the new skin, and she popped right out of it, literally. There's a fold of skin there. No harm, no foul there. Fortunately, I was able to save her. She's one of my biggest females. I will be breeding them. Okay, I just wanted to address these tanks. I actually customize all these tanks depending on the species. These ones, this is their Sposa species. They tend to live underground in burrows, so I built this tank. It's a 20-gallon long. She's actually probably outgrown it. I'll be transferring her to probably a 30 long, maybe even a larger tank pretty soon here. And I built an underground tunnel viewing system, so you can actually see underground. Plenty of space. So you always view, you know, the Therasposa species don't commonly surface. So when you're feeding, it's a great viewing system as far as for the action shots. I also, in this tank, I have another Therasposa sturmey. She lives under here, but unfortunately I have the viewing on the opposite end, so we won't be able to see her. She's one molt behind this Therasposa. These tanks are also for sale locally. I may be able to ship them depending on how much shipping would cost. So as you can see, as these set up, they can, depending on the size of the tank, they can be pretty expensive. But if you're looking for something smaller, like for these starter kits, these are clearly shippable, and obviously I would wrap them very securely so that nothing would fall to pieces and everything's very securely attached.